Hold the lead. They'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Uncorks one. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime?
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw Mariota. It's caught by Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 29 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And there they got him the ball. It's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And Walker has it. And did he get the football to break the play? No, he did not. They'll say he's out of bounds shy of the goal line. And they'll be denied on the two-point conversion. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. Now whistles and a timeout signaled here by the offense, and that's their first of this second half. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. They'll try and run with Ingram. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now Corey Davis and the rest of his offense getting ready for their next drive. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And Mariota not happy about something before the snap, so he'll call for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Mariota gives to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From midfield now on second down. Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A well-executed safety blitz by Tony Jefferson leads to the sack. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Throwing is Mariota. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up.
And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's going to let it go deep. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. The safety that time, Tony Jefferson, there on the coverage. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. It was Kenny Vaccaro there to get a hand on that one. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's got the 1st down and more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
This is really, really difficult for teams to coach because you love the extra effort, right? Would he break a couple of tackles? I mean, he was really trying to gain the extra yardage, but you also have to have an idea that people are going to come up behind you from the side, trying to take care of the ball while you're trying to get extra effort. Sometimes you have to know when to say when and maybe just go down.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Mariota to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, Mariota steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Matt Judon getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack.
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from the 20 as his guys are able to regain the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Sliding out of the pocket. Yeah. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, 10. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now he's flushed out left. He'll try and run it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. We know he's got the arm, but watch out for those wheels.
Kind of harkens back to guys they used to call the scrambler and the dodger. This guy can make it work with his legs.
Field opened up. He took advantage. Steps away. He's going to take off, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And an alley to run. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
Now Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood.
At After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Well, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Throwing, Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 40. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Harold Landry picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On second down now, it's Ingram. Fights through, and now a crease. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he doesn't quite...
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the rest I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the rest I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the...
All right, Coach, thanks. We are across the Cumberland River from downtown Nashville at Nissan Stadium in Tennessee. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Tennessee Titans. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from Nashville. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Mariota now to throw on first down. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Fighting through, and he's got space. Derrick Henry all alone. Past the 20. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A stop there on third. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on third down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks,
and that one ended up going backwards.
Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Now Mariota on 4th down. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be scooped up in the end zone. The defender gets there, and it's a touchdown. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right in the quarter.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a two-score swing that you just gave up.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Now it's Jackson, forced out, and I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Mariota now after the fumble recovery. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose.
No partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
He'll have a first down past the 40. Oh, what a juke into space. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 72 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. To throw again on second down. Mariota, and now he's going to use his legs. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Now that was an inspirational scramble for a first down, all the while absorbing a big-time hit. Well, we know the guys in the huddle appreciate what he's doing. But how about the guys in the press box, the luxury boxes, the guy who signs his checks, and especially the main guy with the headset on the sideline? I'm not so sure they like that so much.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on second down. Mariota. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Henry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mariota marching in for the sack. Matthew Judon. Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Mariota, and he's going to go down again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant direct.
And how about this, a fake? And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream.